Today I will be teaching you how to speed up your computer. The first thing you can do is go to your Windows button on Windows 7. Go to defrag. Just defrag better. And then you analyze the disk. It may take a while depending on what hardware you have on your computer. It's 30%. It may look stuck, but just let it go. This one's taking a while. Also, while it's doing that, you want to configure schedule. I like to do daily, and then pick your time. So mine would be 6 o'clock, and then select new disk. Now, defragmentation you should not do on an SSD because SSDs use flash memory and defragging is usually for hard disk drives. So they move the data to one section instead of all over. And yeah. But SSDs use trim. Now, trim gets rid of all the deleted data, and it tells your operating system that block of flash inside your SSD is free to use. For example, I'm gonna do that right now on my computer. Okay, defrag. So, it says it's okay, 27 days. Some reason it didn't optimize it, but it's a lot quicker than defragging a hard disk drive. So, click optimize. And see how quick that is? It's really quick. I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, so that's done. Then this might have just froze, but that's okay. We don't need to really do it since I just this is a virtual machine and I just installed Windows on it. So we don't have to do it, but usually you wait for this. Okay. The reason it takes longer in here is because it's not using all my computer's resources. This virtual machine is only using 5 gigabytes. The Second thing you want to do to speed up your computer is disable startup programs. Now in Windows 10 or Windows 8, if you're using those, then then there will be a startup tag up here. I can show you right here actually on my computer. So you see on the startup tab, I only have 2 programs enabled to start up. Okay, so you want to disable some of these. Make sure they're not like for Windows. Like Windows Defender notification, you need that because it lets you know about updates and security threats to your computer and stuff like that. Yeah, disable some startup items, but just make sure you don't disable them. Just make sure you don't disable the ones that you need. Okay. And Windows, if you have Windows 7, you go to here, type in msconfig. Hang on. Some reason it's not typing. And config. Startup. There's only one startup item here, but sometimes there will be more. Like I saw on my previous computer that I had Windows 7 on, I saw a whole bunch of items for like Windows and all that kind of stuff, drivers. You have to watch out what you disable. And I don't suggest you touch the services thing. But if you have a virus, I would find out what the virus is, remove it, and disable its service. Okay, I'm just gonna press OK. Okay, next thing is the virus. Check if you have a virus. Okay. Okay, just hit. I like to do this. Scan your entire computer, or you can do a boot time scan. I suggest doing a boot time scan like sometimes. I never did though. If you think your computer's acting slow, then scan it with this first. If it doesn't come up with that, then if it doesn't come up with a threat, then end up doing a boot time scan, and it will come up with some kind of threat if you have one. If you don't, then you don't have a threat. But if you still think you do, you have to get another antivirus. I suggest you get another antivirus. Okay, next thing. Okay. check if you have corrupted Windows files. I'm going to show you how to do that. Type in there cmd run as administrator sfc/scan now. Now, I'm gonna show you what that does before I type it in. Now, FSC scan now. It scans integrity of all protected system files and repairs files. So, you do FFC. No. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the recording. When it gets done, I'll show you what it says. Okay, so the system file checker didn't find any files that were corrupted. Sometimes it does and repairs them. Other times it can't. Sometimes it can't repair the ones. I'm not sure on what to do when it says it can't repair the files. I ran into that issue yesterday and I wasn't really sure what to do. I didn't really know what to do. But yeah, that'll help. Also, if you don't want corrupted files, don't hold your finger on the power button, cause it'll end up not saving your files. Like, when it shuts your computer down regularly, click on the start, shutdown. It does a process that saves all your files without corrupting them or accidentally getting rid of one. Yeah, make sure you don't hold the power button on your computer. Another way to speed up your computer. Oh wait, also one more thing. If you keep holding down the power button, eventually Windows won't start. Because you need certain files to work in order to start Windows. So moving on. Another way to make Windows quicker is disk cleanup. Disk cleanup frees up extra files and extra space so you can install more stuff on your hard drive and it'll make it faster. Because the more space you have on your hard drive or SSD, the more faster it'll be. So let's go to clean up system files. Okay, it might take a while if you don't do this a lot, because it has to look for every file and calculate its size. Okay, Windows Update Cleanup. While it's doing that though, another program you can use for this, well, it doesn't do everything Disk Cleanup does, but you can go to Google, type in CC Cleaner. CC Cleaner makes your computer faster by getting rid of all the files that you don't need, like temporary files, your cache, and things like that. Okay, you want to download the free version, unless you want to buy it, but I don't want to buy it. It even says it here, you'll have a faster computer. So, I'm gonna download this. Start downloading. And hit yes. You can customize. I don't want start menu shortcuts. And another thing is, if you have an SSD, try not to put stuff on it because it will eventually cause it to fail. It'll write like each day you use that SSD and the program's launch, it'll end up writing to data blocks that you can't recover. I suggest you put your stuff on a hard drive because a hard drive, it has an unlimited number of writes and reads. So yeah, they say for SSDs you have to have about like 80, not 80, but 90% free space in order to have your SSD performing at maximum reliability and performance. Anyway, we're gonna go to install. And while it's doing that, so this just got done. And we are going to get rid of setup log files. No need for that. 6 gigabytes, definitely get rid of that unless you want to keep it. You can, but there's no use in keeping it. Press OK. Delete. Okay, this might take a while for that, but for disk cleanup, you might have to run it twice, because the first time it doesn't get all the stuff. Yeah, it doesn't get all the files that it says it's getting. For example, watch this. Okay. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, it's still low. Now, however long it takes to search for the files, the longer, the more stuff you have on that disk cleanup needs to take out. You'll notice that. So I'm gonna minus this. Okay. See, sometimes it won't clean it all out. But I guess it did this time. Just feels okay. Still 2 megabytes of Windows Update cleanup, so we can get rid of the rest of that, I guess. Okay. So now run CC Cleaner. This is like disk cleanup, except better. But disk cleanup and CC Cleaner, I suggest you use them both, because some of the stuff they get doesn't overlay, like that Windows Update cleanup. CC Cleaner doesn't do that. I had to think what I was looking for in here. Oh yeah. CC Cleaner will end up launching whenever you turn on your computer. And I don't like when it does that. So, for example, for the startup, I'm gonna undo CC Cleaner. Now you can keep it if you want, because it lets you know how much free space you could gain when you get rid of some files, but I don't want that to do that. Press OK. And now instead of it coming up down here like that, it won't. You'll have to click on the link in the desktop. Now I'm not gonna restart, because we're still on the CC Cleaner thing. Okay, so I get rid of Windows event logs. You can keep those because then those help diagnose errors and stuff. Or prefix data. Let's see here. ITS log files. You can keep that if you want. DNS kits, yeah, get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of these files. And let's see those applications. Make sure you check these. Also, whenever you run this, you want to X out of this. X out of your Internet Explorer and Windows Explorer too. This is Windows Explorer. If you guys didn't know. Do session. I'm gonna keep everything else. Windows Defender, if you guys use that. And I think that's about all. Okay, 139. Now, it's not a lot because of, I just installed this computer yesterday, but if you guys want, I can show you my real computer and what it'll come up with. Actually, I'll show you that now. So, this is running CC Cleaner. I'm not going to download the latest update, but I suggest that you guys do. And let me check. Okay, see? 9,000 megabytes. That could slow down your computer. I do suggest you run the cleaner anytime, like within every 2 weeks, every week if you can, if not monthly. Now, that's gonna run. Okay, while that runs, it says about tracking valves and junk. Okay? So it also gets rid of tracking valves, like tracking cookies and stuff like that. And it'll let you know when you need cleaning. So, another thing that might slow down your computer, if you update your drivers and the driver update had a bug, lots of bugs, like it slows down your computer. If it's not like, if it doesn't have a lot of bugs in the driver update, then it could be corrupted. Or unless you're installing another driver, then it might be corrupted. But anyway, go into here. For the driver update going wrong, for example, I had my display video card driver update have lots of bugs on it. Now bugs are like, they cause like slow computers and crashes and all that kind of stuff. Now here's what you want to do if you update the driver and it's doing it. Roll back the driver. And if you have installed a driver with a disk and you think it's corrupted, it'll actually show up a symbol or something here. But yeah, you want to uninstall, or you can check the driver that you installed and uninstall it like this. Here, I'll use my computer as an example. Control panel. Go here. And then I look for the driver. Okay, so this is a driver. Now, if you think it got corrupted and things like that and slowed down your computer, you can uninstall it, but make sure you check in the device manager. Also, this is another driver. So yeah. And it might show up it's unable to initialize the video card if it's your video card. But you have to make sure you look into here. Like, for example, this. I didn't install this driver yet, and I'm not really sure. I don't know what driver it is, but I was gonna look that up later. So, yeah. Let me think, what else? Can't think what else can speed up your computer. Windows updates possibly can, oh yeah, also, you can do CMD. CMD, and then run as administrator, and I'm going to show you what to type. Okay, now this stands for check disk. It'll check your disk for readable sectors, bad sectors on your hard disk, and fix them. It will also fix system valves. But if you have an SSD, do not do chk dsk/r because it uses your read and write stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to show you guys, what the commands are for it. Hang on. Let's do CMD again. CMD. Then you want to always run as administrator. Okay. Let's say chk dsk. Question mark. Slash. Okay. I'm just gonna do. So F fixes the files. R recovers bad sectors. Now, like I said, if you have an SSD, don't do /R, cause it'll increase the wear level on your SSD. Cause your SSD doesn't use sectors. Then it'll ask you to restart. If you're using Windows 8 or Windows 10, then I suggest you go into safe mode, and you can go into safe mode by doing msconfig, you can go into safe mode by doing boot, and then safe mode you would want minimum. And so I'm going to show you what it does after you restart it. Okay. So we're going to restart. I guess it has to update. Oh wait, no it done. Something will come up, a black screen. Okay. Now this, you just want to let it go. Don't press any key. Just let it go. And let it go 1 through 5. And I'm going to pause this and bring it back when it's done. Okay, so we're back and there was no errors or anything on the hard disk. But another reason it can be slow is you need more RAM. Now in order to check that, you look at the task manager. Now that's pretty good. I set 5 gigabytes on this virtual machine, so 1 gigabyte's not really that bad. I have 16 gigs on my computer, and with this virtual machine, it's using around 9 gigabytes out of 16. Now, you can buy RAM off Newegg. It depends on what kind you have. Like, okay, you can have DDR1, DDR2, DDR3, DDR4. Let me just show you how you can get more RAM. So it's under computer system. It would be RAM. So I don't see that. Desktop computers. Check under that. Okay, I'm gonna look for RAM under here. Okay. RAM. Now pick what you have. Desktop memory. I have DDR4. 16 gigs. So DDR4 desktop RAM. But you can do laptop. Desktop and laptop memory is not compatible unless you have an adapter for your desktop, I think it is. Now, if you're running a gaming computer, I recommend 8 gigabytes at the minimum, 8 to 16, or you can do more, but it costs more. Now, if you don't know what kind the memory is, then you have to go into your computer and look for it'll be like a RAM stick, like this, it'll be like that. And it'll say on it what kind it is, or you can look in your motherboard documentation. Also, another scenario is CPU and CPU cooler. Okay, so CPU, for example, if you think it's your CPU and it's an old computer, do the same thing I did for RAM, but look up CPU. And also, if your computer is overheating, then you will have to dust it out or check if your fan is running. One program I like to use while gaming sometimes is MSI Afterburner. Now, this is a pretty good program because it gives me the GPU temperature, 44 in idle, not bad. And then it also gives you the max and minimum. Okay, so we're gonna look at CPU. Also for GPU too, it'll set throttling at a certain speed. So CPU 1 is what you want to look at for the temperature in Celsius. Now depending on the CPU you get, different CPUs have different temperatures. Also, you have to make sure that if you get a new CPU or cooler, it's the same as your socket. The socket is what you put the CPU in. Now, if you get a sorry guys, I got a little bit of a cough, but if you guys have a AM3 motherboard chipset socket, then you need an AM3 chipset. Well, processor, I mean. And if you get a different processor than that chipset, like your motherboard's AM4, which is laser AMD, what I have, and you get an AM3, it won't work. You need to get either a different motherboard or a different processor. And if you're gonna get a new cooler, I suggest you get thermal paste with that cooler. Also, if you want faster boot times, I suggest you get an SSD, because instead of the hard drive where it has to read the CD platter by using like magnets or something, I'm not sure what it uses. It'll just read it like a flash drive, and it's faster because there's no moving parts. Now, it might not last as long, but right now I had my CPU for about 6 months now. Hasn't failed yet. Also, one more thing, if you think that your drive is failing, get something that'll report, something called Smart Program. This will tell you if your drive is okay. If it's not, it will make a clicking noise or something like that. Now, you can easily get like one of these, not this. Oh wait, yeah, you could get this. And it shows you like the threshold is the limit of how low or high it can be. If you see it doesn't say okay, then you probably need a new hard drive. Yeah. Probably need a new hard drive. Yeah, and I think that's about all, guys. Thanks for watching. I know that I said a lot and studied a lot, but I'm sorry about that. And, tell me if I missed anything, cause I probably did, cause there's a lot of issues in a computer that could be faster by buying other stuff or using other programs. Let me think what else could cause your computer to be slow. Think that's about it, to be honest, guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and hope you liked the video, and I hope you're able to fix your computer. Stuff like that. Whatever issues you're having. I never did one of these videos, so I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really that great at doing these videos, but it's something fun I can do. One more thing though, for the CPU, try to get something that's the latest within your press budget. Get something with your requirements. Like if you're doing a gaming computer, get Intel. Intel's always better, but get a lot of cores and threads, and make sure you have proper cooling, and it's able to fit in your case. So that's about all, guys. Give me suggestions on what you want me to do next. I'm gonna shut down this virtual machine. Okay.